Now, what this is referring to is the view that you're in when you're in Alchemy. So by default, you're in the Remix Pad view. This is where the Remix Pad is, so you can use that. If I flick to the right,
Mixer Controls button.
We have Mixer Controls, and I referred to that earlier. If we flick to the right again,
Parameter Controls button.
We have Parameter Controls, so you have different parameters for each preset. And I'll get to that a little bit later. And if I flick to the right one more time,
XY pads and ADSR controls button.
We have XY pads, and those will also change depending on what preset you've got selected. I'll go over that a little bit later as well. And you've also got ADSR control, so attack, release, sustain. And what those are, quickly, basically it's the way that the sound starts and stops. So attack is basically how long it takes for the sound to start when you press a key. Sustain is decay is how long it will take for the sound to stop when you hold down a key. And sustain is at what level the sound will stop. So basically, decay is sort of like a fade out, and sustain controls what level the sound will be at after it's done fading out, and release is how long it will take for the sound to stop when you release your finger from the key. I know that was a pretty fast explanation, but if you want to find out more, you can look it up online as well. Alright, so that is the menu. So now we're going to actually get into the fun stuff. We're going to record a little song, and I'll also show you how to change presets and how to use the remix pad. So I'm going to get out of the menu. Alright, so we're going to quickly start by selecting a preset. So I'm going to hit the preset.
Preset, Lush Meadows.
Alright.
Open Sound Library and Presets.
I'm going to tap on that.
Sound Libraries, Account, button.
Alright. Now, very quickly, at the top you have an account button. And if you made a Camel Audio account, which I have done, you can actually get an additional selection of 30 sounds for Alchemy. And that's pretty good, and I've done that. And if I flick to the right,
Sound Libraries, heading.
We have sound libraries. So if I flick to the right again,
Cancel, button.
We have a cancel button.
Factory. Factory sounds include pianos, strings, guitars, drum kits, soundscapes, pads, arpeggios, basses, and more.
It's a lot of sounds in there. And this is what comes with Alchemy in the factory. Now, when you get the bonus content by signing up with a Camel Audio account, you will actually, those sounds will show up here as well. And also when you purchase the Pro upgrade, which I've also done, you get an additional 75 sounds, and those will show up here as well.
Atmospheric. Atmospheric is a collection of beautiful pads, strings.
Now, these are the sound libraries that I've already purchased. There's Atmospheric.
Love Trim Ambient.
And I think it's called Love Trim Ambient. Now, if we flick to the right again.
User. Create your own sounds by importing a sample from iTunes, Dropbox, or the clipboard and then choosing a template.
You can make your own sound. If you've got the Pro upgrade, which I do have, you can make your own sound. And that's pretty cool. I'll get to that a little bit later as well.
All Sounds Pack. The entire range of sound.
Now, I'm not going to go through all of this, but these are basically the different sound libraries that Camel Audio has for Alchemy that you can purchase. And I'll go through that a little bit later as well. So we're going to go back to Factory.
Factory. Factory sounds.
We're going to go in there.
Factory.
Okay, so now we have different categories of sound. So if I
Factory. Arpeggiated.
Go down through here, we've got arpeggiated.
Bass. Heading.
We have basses.
Heading. Guitars.
Heading.
Keys.
Heading.
Leads. Heading.
Lead sounds.
Loops.
Heading. You get the idea. There's a lot of sounds in here. So we're gonna start with
7 saw.
We're gonna start with a loop, I think. So I'm gonna go to the loop category.
7 saw. Favorite. Edit. Delete. Button.
Now quickly, there's favorite, edit, and delete buttons. The edit and delete buttons I don't actually think have any bearing on the factory preset, so you can just ignore them in there. The favorite button will let you mark a preset as a favorite. I've not tried that, so I don't really know how that works, but you can experiment with that on your own if you'd like to.
Alien Water Baby. Favorite. Edit. Delete.
These are all the presets.
Battlestar. Favorite. Edit. Delete. Bell Dancer.
So we're going to try Bell Dancer. That sounds pretty cool. So I'll just tap on it, and it loads up.
Menu. Button.
So we're going to hear how this sounds. I'm going to play a note.
Keyboard.
That sounds pretty cool. So let's try and see what the remix pad does here.